Ah, I am back, me from the future. It's because I was filming on Sunday evening and it was late and I was going to bed and I felt it was a bit awkward to upload that specific video. Mm, but it doesn't matter because I can now make it a little bit shorter than that it originally was by just summarizing what I was talking about. So I was talking about because it was the day before I went to Korea. Before I wait a minute, I'm gonna close the. Ah, wait a minute. Oh, so before, because it was the day before I went to Korea, I was talking about how sad I felt because it was the last night that I would be sleeping in my own bed. So I was reminiscing about how I would miss my own bedroom, my own beds, like the quiet, safe space that I have in the Netherlands, and just like not only my bed and my room, but also just my house, the garden, the hometown that I live in, and just where I have found my place, so to say. And then obviously also my parents and sister and brother, and just my family, and my cat, which I all have to leave behind going to Korea and knowing that I will be away for like 2 years. And just the whole idea that because my room is like my safe space where I can like go back to when I feel overwhelmed, or just like as soon as you like step into, or at least that's for me, I'm not sure if everyone has that kind of experience, but like as soon as you step into the, let's say as soon as I step into my bedroom, I just feel instantly like better, like calmer, more relaxed and everything. And I think it's a combination of just because it's been my room forever, but also in my room it's quiet, like there's no, it's a controlled environment, I'd say, that there is no noise. And the light, I can just close everything. I can just determine what kind of light, how much light I want in my room. The temperature is pretty nice, like most of the time. So only if it's like a heat wave, it gets a bit too hot, like too warm. I wouldn't say that it is super hot because I've slept in 30 plus degrees when I was in Korea and the air conditioning thingy didn't yet work. So I've been through worse, but because in the Netherlands we don't have, I think most houses, maybe newer houses do have air conditioning, but my house, most houses don't have air conditioning because in the past we didn't need that, but because of like climate change and everything, unfortunately summers become hotter, even winters become hotter. So yeah, and I do not like that because I don't like the heat. So but, and I'd say that our house is also not the best in isolation. I mean, it is pretty good. It's pretty good, but yeah, it's not like houses in France maybe, which just have these fake walls and small windows. So we don't really have that fake walls, I'd say. But anyways, so I was talking about how I was not really looking forward to the fact that in Korea I don't have my own safe space. And obviously, first of all, first 2 weeks when I'm staying in a hotel, it's gonna be you don't really have your own space, right? Even though for 2 weeks you have a room where you can like go to and hide from the outside world, you don't know in advance if that room is going to be quiet, if it's going to be a nice temperature, you know, if the light is going to be too harsh or not, if the bed sleeps well, if the pillows are just right, you know, all that kind of stuff. You cannot really control that, so it's a lot of uncertainty, I'd say, and that is scary. And it's just, for me, it was a moment of loss, like processing a loss. The loss being that I now leave behind my safe space, the things that I know, that the things that I have some kind of control over. Like the certainty of living in the Netherlands, I have to leave behind and face some uncomfortable, uncertain situations in Korea willingly and knowingly. I can say maybe not willingly, like I do not want to do it. I mean, I did want to go to Korea, but I did not want to do like all the difficult stuff necessarily. But yeah, you have to do some stuff to get somewhere, right? So, and of course, part of my part of the reason that I wanted to go back to Korea was to improve myself and to face these kind of challenges and like to get better. I kind of say to overcome them and to grow as a person and to get more experience in stuff. But at the same time, those things are terrifying, and especially if you don't have like a safe space where you can return to and charge, then that is gonna get overwhelming very quickly, and that will drain my energy. And that also happened the last time. So like I know what I'm signing myself up for. So all of that happening in my head is what I was talking about, like the sadness, the grief, the loss of safe space, and willingly and knowingly putting myself out there in an environment that is not very supportive of my health, like my mental and maybe physical health as well.